How to get a child care rebate. You may receive a child care rebate by paying a certain amount annually to a provider that cares for your children. Upon meeting specific qualifications, you may be able to make a request on a tax return for a child care rebate. Generally, you must apply for the reimbursement according to requirements set by the local tax authority. Once approved, you will receive the child care rebate according to a predetermined reimbursement schedule. Different countries may offer a tax rebate to assist families with the costs paying for child care services. The child care rebate for Australian families is provided through a family assistance program. Known as a child care benefit, this program generally covers a specified amount in child care expenses. Similarly, in the U.S., families may qualify for a child care credit that also reimburses some of the costs of child care. There are several qualifications for receiving a child care rebate in Australia. First, you should receive child care services from an approved provider. Secondly, you must fulfill the child care benefit qualification for a work-related activity such as having a job, going to school, or volunteering. To receive the child care credit in the U.S., you also must meet certain qualifications. Essentially, you must have a child under the qualifying age limit set by the Internal Revenue Service. The child care expenses claimed on your tax return should be for the qualifying child. Another qualification is to meet the income limitations as a married couple and other tax filing statuses according to the IRS requirements. Unlike the U.S., income limitations do not apply for Australian residents. Instead, you could receive the tax rebate even if the family assistance guidelines determine zero entitlements. For example, exceeding the income limitation is an automatic disqualifier to receive the tax credit. In the U.S., as an Australian citizen, zero entitlement for the benefit because of earnings may still result in automatic qualification for the rebate. Each country will have its own rules regarding tax credit qualification. Typically, you have to complete forms associated with the credit regardless of where you live. These forms usually require specific information such as provider name and amount paid for services to establish proof of eligibility. Upon completion, the forms are sent to the tax authority with your tax return. Depending on the tax system, you may receive the child care rebate as a direct payment either to you or the daycare provider. An alternate way of receiving the rebate is according to a quarterly installment payment schedule. Otherwise, the rebate is sent to you annually after filing a tax return. If you live in the U.S., you may receive the credit during the regular tax season. Part of the tax credit could be withheld if you have unpaid tax obligations. When income tax owed during the tax year exceeds the credit amount, you can claim the credit but might not receive a refund.